Demo Dabble.
Come with me as we explore the ancient art of demoery. This is folk emerging. I believe that this is supposed to be a little bit of a different take on civilization. What attracted me to the idea of this game was that Nomad is an important period, and that maybe this is a bit more ancient focused styling rather than just like, all right, let's go from ancient to bronze to blah to blah to blah, and next thing you know we're going to space kind of thing. I feel like this is designed to be more you're proceeding forward, you're making progression, but it's slow and within an epoch, if you will. But I could also be wrong. So it looks like this demo, based on what is going on here, is that the demo would take 1 to 2 hours to complete. We're not going to be doing it that long. Obviously, we keep demo dabbles really short. That's the whole dabble part. We just want to taste. We want to know if this is something we're going to come back to when it's fully done. No time or turn limit. That's pretty cool. It's replayable. Map seed is frozen, but the rest is randomized. Easier difficulty for introduction purposes, sure, but they've got a little Discord challenge to see how fast you can complete the demo. Cool. So we're going to complete, or I saw a complete survey and I started reading that. We're going to create a game. Nested tooltips, hover over, middle click to freeze tooltips. That's cool. Is that a common thing? I don't know that I've ever seen that before. And so there's an example one. So I'm going to middle click. Oh yeah. How does it go away? Left click on it to clear them. Okay. So that's actually a really badass idea. Can somebody tell me if this has been in other things and I just didn't know it all the time? That's really cool. I wish they would give you 2 things, for example, so I could see if I could click both of them and keep both on at the same time. Maybe you can't. I don't know. But I am curious. So we got to choose a faction. We have the Storm Tribe and the Moon Tribe. Storm Tribe worships violent thundering storms. They are hunters, warriors, and explorers. Moon Tribe worships clever cyclical moon. There is going to eventually be other options. You've got the sun, the earth, the flame, and the stars. This is a weirdly difficult yet easy choice for me. I used to be very interested in meteorology to the point where I thought I was going to become a meteorologist. I did not. Surprise. But I've been thinking about this a lot lately. I love staring at the frickin' moon, man. I'm not even joking. I love to do it. I love, like, tonight I'm mad because it's a nice temperature out for this time of year. It's feeling how it's supposed to. And there's a moon that's now on the wane, but it's still the moon and it's still there, but it's cloudy. It was a rainy day today, and I'm not going to be able to just like poke my head out and see it. I love looking at the moon. If I get out of this condo and into an actual house, it's going to be important that I have a good outside sitting area, either in the front or the back or whatever, facing to the south, so that I can easily see the moon whenever the moon's out. Because I would sit there on a porch or whatever, talking with people. How'd your day go? What's new? What's planned? And just kind of like looking up at the moon. Because I was always into that. From when I was a little kid, that was my thing. So I'm a Moon Tribe. The fact that they're more about being clever and worried about cycles, I think people who know me will find it hilarious that this seems to be a very good choice for me. Geography. What do we got here for geography? Only option is Upper African. So I'm thinking, I think I know what they mean by Upper African. Landmass options, we've only got continent, and it can only be small at the moment. Tutorial pop-ups are on because we haven't played it before. So, okay. I was able to lock this in. Uh-huh. Yeah. So you can... Wait, it's not closing for me. It does not seem like you can move these. Wait, why is this suddenly not working? Well, I'm sure it's something I didn't read. I'm not going to blame the game. All right, we play as one of several tribes. Every turn is a year. You want 125 victory points to complete the demo and to reveal proto-civilization paths. And those paths will be playable in the full game. Okay. The big button on the bottom left that says make decision? No? Maybe. Maybe that's what they're talking about. Hover over it, left click it to stage the action. Once you complete all actions shown here, you can end your turn. So decision making and stuff like that. So this is not it's a turn-based game still, which you would expect from a Civ like. Let's take a look here. So here's our sigil for the Moon Tribe. That we have already got 24 victory points. We have 24 Band Obi. I don't know what that is. Our tribe culture is growing. Tribe science. Controlled fire. Is this what we're working on? In 3 turns, we'll learn how to do that. Worship points. Oh, okay, yeah. The name of our band is Obi. I think that's what that means. So it's our tribal band, the Obi. My guess. +2 happiness per turn because we're expecting a food surplus. Here's our happiness. Here's our production, your classic hammers. We do have a small risk of wildlife issues and exposure. No surprise there. We have some fertility. Five women might have children. But there's risk of disease too. We have 16 fighters, but they haven't been trained. So here we've got our stockpile of food, stone, I'm guessing, and wood, I'm guessing. We've got production tab, ecosystem tab, interesting. Members, military, camp details. Let's start with the camp details. Amenities and items go there. Okay. Military. Oh. So the fighting force consists of 1 to 5 units. You spend training points to run trials in the proving grounds and train selected units to join your fighting force. Each unit has a baseline attack strength, morale, and a special ability. What is morale about? How much they can... So it's like their HP. You can merge units to increase their XP and unlock their higher level special abilities. Consider synergies. For example, what might work well with shields? Okay. And assign members manually. Yeah, I was just wondering about that because of this members tab. It looks like we're going to see the individuals within our tribe. Battles are fully automated. You execute your strategy before battle by choosing which units to train, how to arrange and upgrade them, and how to distribute your fighters. Okay. All right. Let's go to production real fast. What are they going to build? At the start of the game, only short-term focuses like foraging are available. Focuses are repeatable and give a bonus while ongoing or when completed. Their output usually scales up with production. Early on, alternate between foraging and other producibles to ensure you have enough food. Left click on foraging in the band production menu to the left. Wait, what? Why, Okay, gotcha. So yeah, foraging is going to get us food. We're going to do that first. Food web. You can forage local species for food and special bonuses. You forage by assigning forage points to species. Foraging a species lowers its local population. So they're taking that into account. Species are part of a food web, which will be different for each climate type. Arrows point from prey to predator. So a rabbit will point to a wolf. I wonder why they did it that way. I would assume I think my first guess would have been for that to work to the opposite. So I think they're doing it this way to tell you, hey, you want to go for those rabbits, just so you know that's going to impact the wolves, is why I think they chose to do it the way they did it. The fewer the prey, the less there is for predators to eat. The fewer the predators, the easier it is for prey to survive. Okay. So we have one foraging point. So, let's see here. We cannot go after jaguars or pythons or eagles at the moment. Oh, we're in a tropical rainforest. Okay. We can go for tapirs. Okay. Now, why is this one yellow? I think we're going to go with bananas. Okay. It's going to hurt the capuchin monkeys a little. Sorry, monkeys. Okay, that's neat. That's a neat idea. These are our members. Our clan head is Baru. Look at him. That is totally Baru. You can assign them to roles. They have relationships. So now we're getting into the Total War series kind of stuff here. U-Pipe. That's quite a children's name. Okay. Interesting. So this is looking pretty deep. I don't know that... Oh, so we can make brawlers, not shot callers. Interesting. We looked at that already. So I think this is supposed to be like the list of decisions. We have to move and stay, do a scout mission, or split the band up. You have to have a band that is 40 plus, a valid adjacent tile. Can we see our... No, we can't. Okay, so here's a cluster of peccary. We have an eagle threat over here. Okay. So what's our decision? Each tribe consists of one or more nomadic bands. Each band consists of individuals. Each person descends from an ancestral clan. Okay. Which clan should lead the Obi? We've got the sages, the seers, and the traders. So the sages are focused on learning. Better critical hit in science per turn. The seers are about spirituality. Increases happiness. And then you have the traders, which are about diplomacy. We're going to go with the sages. Now... Looks like they're... Yeah, okay, so Cello is the clan head for the traders, and Abi is the clan head for the seers, and then Baru, who we happened to mention before, is of the sages, so he's the one that we just gave some power to, essentially. So we need to find reliable fresh water at some point. Let's go ahead and end our turn here. Okay, so the threats on the map will move around. Each turn, right-click on a valid tile to move your band or on its current tile to stay. If you stay, you can still move anytime. Okay. Bands can move multiple times per turn using movement points, but it ends when entering hills or forested climate or crossing rivers. Okay, and you can turn that off, apparently. It's interesting that the music just suddenly kicked in, because I wasn't hearing music before. So, what are we focusing on this time? I think we gather wood this time. And it looks like I don't have a foraging point. There is an automation for that, so that's cool. Trying to figure out how do you... Okay. I guess I added people to that. So you got food, stone, and wood. Food from foraging and later on farming. Doo-doo-doo. Stone is from deposits. Wood can be gathered. We have a resource carrying capacity. I see it still with food here. Excess beyond carrying. Oh, interesting. So the carrying capacity is literally carrying capacity, not storage capacity. Okay, that's unique. We've accumulated experience in the tropical rainforest climate. So what do we do to adapt? We can increase productivity, have better foragers, or have breathable clothing. As an Under Armour guy, this is the one. That's an interesting idea, too. Ooh. There's a high chance of getting hurt. We're going to try it. What happened? Was he fine? I can't really tell. Ah, so when we went for those bananas, I suspect they were yellow because I don't know. We're going against the. We're picking the peccary this time. Okay, you have to be adjacent to these to do those explorations. Okay. Woo! Controlled fire. We can now build campfires. And we can make heated stones. I want to see what one of these events is. We can get a training point or ochre. Let's get some of that ochre. Okay. Production. There's wood to be gathered here, so let's do that. Oh, I don't have a forage point apparently. Choose skill. What do you mean? Tribe science per turn drives tribe-wide technological progress. Boost it with various specialist role, camp amenities, and item types. Select which skill in the tech tree your tribe should learn. So we did just learn controlled fire. Now we can work on bone and wood tools or having coordinated hunting. Let's go with the tools. Yeah, I've noticed that they've been doing that. They have 3 HP and attacking them decreases their HP by 1. Who is more agile? What started as a playful disagreement between Acello and Inabe, who are both in their 50s, escalated into a tense dispute between the traders and Seer's clan. Should band Obey host a tree climbing and racing competition to show off their agility? Yeah, sounds like fun. Let's do it. We're going to stay here. We absolutely need food. I'm going to do, what is that? Taper. We're going to go after the tapers. Oh, we don't have any proving grounds to send them to, apparently. Remember Alamo? They've been missing for over a day. Did they take a wrong turn while foraging? Tropical rainforest weather overnight was harsh. What should we do? We could send out a search party if we had one training point, but we don't, so we have to wait and see what happens. Alamo's essentially less healthy than they were before, but apparently still alive. Production, we are still lacking in the food department here. Let's get these Makuchins. Or Capuchins? Makuchins. I was thinking of... that doesn't matter. I can't remember what was connected to what there. Essentially, we're supposed to find some spiritual sites. So we got risk from wildlife, exposure, disease, and negative happiness, right? We've encountered the band of Nod. Oh no, it's Command and Conquer. From a previously unmet people, the Neanderthals. They are different, shorter and stockier, with sloping foreheads, wide noses, and weird voices. Weird voices? I never heard that about them. I wonder what that's about. We have tools. We can now make clubs and... Oh, there's a new role, a maker role. Oh no, predator attack. Well, you know what? I'm not going to keep you guys with me here because it is very much a civ-like with a lot of interesting ideas and certainly seems to get into the weeds, which is good. We run into a problem, I feel like, with 4X games that sometimes, like, it's a balancing act. How do you know you've got the right amount of stuff to do without it being too much or too little, you know? So the game is Folk Emerging. It's coming out in July. We don't have a super solid date yet. Curious Dynamics, and if you're curious about what else they've done, this apparently is it for right now. Seems like a fantastic approach to a very, very well-tread... It's a very well-tread genre, although admittedly the genre is mostly tread by one series. Not that there aren't others out there, there certainly are, but it definitely seems like everybody thinks of Civilization and Civilization only. I am ready to put it on my wish list. I think I'm ready to go from following to wish list. This thing would have to be broken for me to not want to give it a chance. Let's take a look at some other images here. It's a zoomed out look on the map. Oh, that can happen. Food webs, your settlements apparently. Let's take a look at some of the things we've got. So yeah, I was wondering about this. It looks like you're not choosing one or the other. You can, proceed forward, leaving some things behind, and then pick them up later on, it looks like. Oh, interesting. This makes me think of galactic civilizations a little bit. I'm not sure what I'm looking at here. Maybe relationships between families? Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this. Putting it on the wish list. I want to see what they do and how it comes out. My fingers are crossed. yours should be as well. Not your toes, because that's kind of weird. You're weird. Bye.